Hey, I am just on my way down to the field to get pee in, and it is show jumping day today. I am really nervous, like really nervous. The last time I jumped out was when I fell off. Not that I'm really worried about that, I'm more worried about the feeling that I'm not clicking with her when it comes to the jumping, and it's something that I really want to do, and obviously I love it a bit, and it's just not going to plan, even though it's still just tiny. I think obviously I know in my head I want to get jumping bigger, and at the moment I'm just not confident to do that, and I can't work out whether it's my riding, because I'm just so used to riding. Generally I'm used to riding something that really takes me into a fence, and P doesn't do that. She just goes in lovely, and I'm used to riding like 14-3, 15-handers sort of thing, so I'm used to them not really putting in strides but taking flyers, and P obviously opts to put in strides, and it's just not something I'm used to, so that's kind of rattled us a little bit. So yeah, it's just, I think it's something that's played on my mind since I started jumping her. It's just never ever felt smooth, and I think it's probably because I'm expecting too much, but at the same time, you know, she's 9. I want to just crack on. She should just be able to crack on. Obviously, yes, okay, she's next racehorse, she needs all the reschooling and everything like that. It's all getting done, but I guess we just expect her to progress a bit more than this. And I think I'm just more nervous about the fact that I feel like the jumping part isn't really working for me, and her not necessarily the actual jumping, if that makes any sense. I know you're probably all thinking I'm mad because it looks lovely, but something just doesn't feel right when I'm jumping her. It's really hard to explain. I've got a friend that might pump on her today and see how she feels, to see if it's just me being an absolute numpty, which it probably is. But yeah, just one of those things. It's coming over, bless her. But yeah, I'm just totally meh. I think that's how I'm feeling right now. My little superstar, bless her, she is. Absolute poppet. Aren't you? Mummy, all nervous? Are you going to take care of me today? Are you?
Do you want me to raise them up a little bit? Oh, Lexi. Very good. Smile. God, too scared. I know what help Lexi is. Like that.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hi, Dad. Hello.
So I was feeling like an absolute bag of nerves. I felt sick to my stomach and I was so close to telling Dan that I just wasn't going to go in. But I pop her into canter and I ride forward to this fence. Obviously not forward enough. I don't put my leg on. She drops straight back after the fence and is reluctant going into this one. As you can see, we have a sticky jump and that is the jump that knocks me. So coming into this one, she obviously feels that I'm even worse. I'm probably pulling and not kicking, and yeah, we get a stop, which you can't blame her. So I just turn away and attempt to ride into it better. So I just take my time. I'm taking some deep breaths here. I give her a little pat. I tell her I can do it, and I go forward into it again. She swings her butt out, which doesn't help, and when I say go, she goes, but we just clamber over it. And at that point I'm like, nope, I am ruining this horse. I need to stop. So yeah, as I mentioned at the start of the video, walking down the field, I already had it lined up for my friend's daughter to ride her. She show jumps regularly and she's just a confident, competent teen and is exactly what we thought P would need. The first few fences I didn't get on camera. I was a bag of nerves and she was sticky over them like she was with the second fence with me. And I actually said to Ruby at one point, just bring her in. Like, I thought, you know, I've done it. I've done too much. I've ruined her completely. And Ruby then just obviously gets in her head. She's like, nah, and just pops over and rides her as she's needed to be ridden. She just needs to be ridden forward. She needs to go with the flow and just be told she can go. You can see here she's still sticky with the doubles. It is one of those things with her, I think. I don't know, she's just obviously not used to having another fence straight after another fence, so it is something for her to think about, bless her. But yeah, as you can see here, Ruby gets her going absolutely fabulous, and I think at this point I just go, well, there you go, because I realise, you know, the horse is back, she's competent enough, and I just need to learn to ride her. And yeah, I did just that. Basically, the next day, the course was still up. I popped them all as cross poles, and I told myself I'm going to get over it, and I did. I went over and I jumped the course twice, and I felt confident. I didn't feel like, you know, she was sticky and thingy, but at the same time I did feel like I was absolutely flying and it was just hair raising. But I just feel like I just need to get used to a different style of riding. Hello. So the footage from after the disaster of the show jumping that you would have just watched, my outro accidentally got deleted. So I'm coming to you a week later. And yeah, what was that? That was a disaster in every way, shape or form. Sorry, P's just munching on all the lush grass. Yeah, I lost my confidence. I really didn't want to go in, and the silliness that she was doing beforehand didn't help. But I just knew I was losing my confidence and that she was losing hers. And yeah, it just all came to light, and sadly it was in front of everyone at a show. It's one of those things. I rode like an absolute numpty. I've watched it back many times, and riding into that second fence, I think I pulled more and kicked more. I just did not ride it well at all. And coming in at the third fence, there was no blaming her at all for coming in and thinking, well, what do you actually want me to do? Especially when it was a double and she is a little bit sticky with them naturally because she's not used to jumping them. So yeah, what happens after that is Sunday morning, as I said at the end of the video, I went in the arena. The course was still up, set it all to cross poles and rode round it. What I say is competently. But what I really mean is I just managed to do it. She was very forward and it felt very hair-raising. Purely just because I'm not used to riding her like that, and she is used to going like that, you know, she's used to jumping hurdles from a gallop, so that is her way of going. But because she just gives you this nice polite little canter, I take a nice steady polite canter, but by the time I get to the jump I've just lost all enthusiasm. And when I first got her, obviously she was very, very sharp off the leg, and I still worry about putting the leg on at certain times. And she's absolutely amazing now, and I shouldn't, but I just do worry about getting an overreaction, especially when I'm riding into a fence. So that made me hesitant. But yeah, obviously Ruby, my friend's daughter, got on, did a smashing job, just getting Miss P's confidence back, and I just rode the same basically on the Sunday. But once I got home, I said to my hubby, I can't ride her into something bigger or what she feels hesitant about. If it's, you know, a scary filler, something she's really not seen before, I don't think I can ride her like that. And on that, I put her up for sale. So P was put up for sale, and I had the offer of an old horse back to me, which probably didn't help the decision. So P was up for sale and another horse was coming back to me, which I thought was absolutely perfect. And yeah, midweek I just sort of, you know, I won't necessarily say see sense, because I still don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but I took down P's advert and I let the owner of the other horse know that I wasn't going to be buying her back. And I am now on a journey of working through getting my confidence back, riding this one over fences. This one, a beautiful girl. She's got it in her. She knew, the thing is, I know now she's happy to jump the jumps, so I just need to learn to ride it, and I'm going to get plenty lessons. We're going to do more frequent jumping just to try and help me, and it is what it is. It's going to be touch and go, I think. Oh, sorry, come on P. It's going to be touch and go, but it is what it is. So yeah, that's what's come from a day's show jumping. Nearly selling the horse, and I was very close to giving up altogether at one point, to be honest with you, but I'm sure we'll get there.